السلام عليكم. أهلا. نكمل من عند النقطة الأخيرة اللي وقفنا عندها واللي هي اختيار المنزل. والله شفتهم الجريندفور، كنت بين الجريندفور والسليذرين وأقرب مالها والله الجريندفور صراحة. فخلنا نكمل.
Better be Gryffindor!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
طيب.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Interesting. والله مدلعين.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
وش اللي متأخرين الحين حنا؟ طيب يقول البحث عن غرفة مشتركة. طيب ايش فيه هنا؟ شيء نوخذ. يبدو لي ما في شيء. خلنا نطلع.
Revelio. Now, which way is the common room?
بدأوا يبحثون عنا. اللي
Nelly will do anything for a thrill. Oh, perhaps I should. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
وش اللخمة دي؟ وش درعنا عنه طيب؟ لا درست معه يلا.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
طيب خلينا نقول لها شوف هو الفيرست امبريشن خلينا نقول لها ان احنا متاكدين انه وضعك كويس وبتسوينها وليتس جو يلا.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
شاطرة. ايه لا خلينا نخلص.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
طيب راحت ذي يعني باقي اثنين باقي اللي فوق ذا.
I'm sure you use them.
شلون نوصل له طيب ذا؟ يا خويي
If I get caught, I should.
طيب خلينا نخلص من ذيك.
I would really like someone to try it. Sure you don't want to try it?
ما جاز لي ذا.
Prove it yourself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
طيب نيلي ذي ما ودها تنزل.
Every year.
Anything for attention.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
شكله علمهم اللي كان معنا. حقيقية كان مرعبا لم يكن شيئا لما استطعت التعامل معه.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley is waiting for you outside the common room.
دي يلا جينا بس دقيقة.
Revelio.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Peasy has a special knack.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
لوحة بارافيو. تصور هذه اللوحة الساحر بارافيو المشهور بإكسير العقل وكمثال لما يمكن أن يحدث إذا نطقت التعويذات على نحو خطأ. طيب طيب هذا مستواك في السحر. إن نقاط الخبرة المكتسبة من التحديات تزيد من مستوى القوة. طيب لقد أدى جمع أول صح من الدليل لفتح فئة تحدي جديدة. أن التحديات الجديدة التي يتم فتحها طوال فترة مغامرتك ستظهر هنا. طيب كل تحدي يحتوي على مستويات وبعد إكمال كل مستوى يتم فتح مجموعة من المكافآت الخاصة بدءا من المظاهر وصولا للترقيات المهمة. طيب حلو.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes.
Revelio.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
يمكن فتنة حلو. طيب فاست ترافلينج يعني. طيب تنقسم هوجورتس إلى منطقتين أساسيتين، حيث يضم الجانب الأيسر من الخريطة مساكن الطلاب والأساتذة، كما يتضمن الغرف المشتركة للمنازل والقاعة الكبرى. حلو. طيب
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
لا يا رجال، تونا ما نعرفها ويزلي ذي.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
طيب
Come
حلو.
and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Oh, I feel like how blind.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
طيب العلامات الصفراء ذي هي المهام الرئيسية. ممتاز. طيب هذه مهمتي الرئيسية، مكافأتها مهارات جديدة.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
أخيرا والله ما بغينا نخلص، والله يوم طولوا مرة طولنا وقاعدين يتكلمون بزيادة صراحة.
Revelio.
طيب شلون نفك هذه؟ يمكن تحت ما في شيء هنا. حقت الفاست ترافل. خلنا بجرب البرفورمانس اشوف تفرق ولا لا. يا ساتر والله تغيرت. يا ساتر الفريمات يا جماعة بتفرق بطريقة اللعب بشكل. أنا ما نبقى قاعد أفايت الحين، ما نبقى قاعد أسوي شيء، بس قاعد ألف يمين يسار. الفرق
werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves? Where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, The Minister for Magic was
طيب وش السالفة؟ وش اللي طلع ذا؟
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
بنرجع له ذا مش سالفته. حلو في هناك واحدة. هاي الثانية.
Peeves, you'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves, enough.
بنرجع لهذه.
Attention.
بس خلينا نشوف المهمة ذي.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it's...
رنين مهستر في فرط حركة شوي.
Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
أكيو. طيب يقول يجب تثبيت العصا ثم تحريك. هذه عرفناها. يلا.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
والله يا سواليفهم واجد يقرقون. يا اخوي فيلم ذا ما هو بلعبة. يا اخي خوفك تسكب يصير في شيء مهم يفرق معك بالقصة. ايوه. استغفر الله العظيم.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
يلا. أكيو. سحر الاستدعاء. أكيو تسحب الهدف إلى القرب من ملقيها. يجب الضغط مع استمرار على R2 والضغط على زر المختار لقاء أكيو. طيب. Easy. طيب نبي نجيب بعد ثانية 50.
Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
نتساعدي بتحدانا الحين يعني. انت بحولي يا بنت الحلال. لا تجيب فل سترايك بس. الى 30. يمدينا على الزرقاء يمدينا. والله انها المفروض كلها بالازرق بس نسيت ان يمديني اتحرك. بس لا ما نبي تعاد. الله يرحم والديكم يا شيخ. ريستارت من جديد. طيب يلا. حلو يلا. يلا ابدي. طيب
enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
والله شدت بنت الذين. والله شدتها. طيب احنا لازم نجيب الثلاث كلها. دقيقة بس.
Not exactly your typical. Not that I mind.
فكيتها بدري والله.
Very good.
Watch this.
ايش تبي ذي؟ حلو برا. ايوه يا سلام. طيب دقيقة بس. لا ما بي ذي. ايوه هذه. يا سلام.
Quite impressive. Here we go.
طيب هذه يعني لازم نجيبها عنا 50. يلا. حلو. هذا من أول مرة ألعبها بعد. ولا 5 سنين هي تدرس. جي.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
يلا يعطيك العافية. يلا.
It's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
يلا نبي نلعب يا جماعة. والله ترى طولوا مرة.
I remember how I felt when I transferred my...
يعطيك العافية.
Well, it's been nice talking.
ما أتوقع إن الكلام معه بيفيدنا بشيء بالقصة. فخلنا نمشي.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans. A word if you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
افا
Now, Professor Weasley has asked that
ما
your
عليك مالك شو
professors give you
سالفتها.
instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing.
يا اخي في شغلة دقيقة، شفت الميني ماب اللي اليسار تحت يسار حق الفاست ترافل؟ طيب علمني انه مو موجود هنا، مثلا حط فوقه سهم انه تحت ولا فوق عشان اعرف انا.
Hello there. You're the new student.
طيب ليفيسو هذه بدنا نروح لها. تعقب.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso!
Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
طيب.
Protego. Complicated.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you. What are you doing?
ياه دقيقة.
Rather good at this, aren't you? Stupid one.
This can't be your first.
Let's just say I'm a quick one.
Students with a sense. I do.
قد يا شيخ.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class...
Nice work.
I enjoyed that. It was certainly good
practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so... Then again.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky.
Huh. Fair enough. You owe me... You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned? Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Look...
طولها.
Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
طيب الحين وشو؟ ايوه جت لنا مهمة. طيب حلو يا جماعة، خلينا نوقف هنا. معليش طولنا في الصندوق ذاك. الحلقة الجاية بنبدأ من عنده، بعدها نروح للمهمة ذي. فيلا نشوفكم في الحلقة الجاية.